Some people are born lucky, but others, they build their destiny with bleeding hands. This is the story of Steve, a boy who owned nothing, no money, no support, no opportunities. Yet he collected 25 awards that the world never gave him, but life did. If you think hard work doesn't pay off, listen carefully, because Steve's journey can shake your soul. Steve was born in a small, forgotten town where life felt like a long winter, cold, harsh, and hopeless. The streets were filled with broken lights, the houses were tired, and every evening felt the same. People woke up, worked, complained, and slept. No dreams lived there, no miracles visited, but Steve quietly, secretly carried something different inside him. A fire, a dream too big for the place he lived. His first award came the day everything went wrong. At the age of 9, he watched his father walk away forever, leaving Steve, his mother, and his younger sister behind. The world expected him to break, but Steve stood silently, holding his tears. He earned his first award, courage. Life became heavier after that. His mother worked long hours, yet some nights dinner never came. Hunger became a familiar guest, but instead of killing his spirit, it built something new inside him, a strange, stubborn hope that whispered, "This is not forever." That became his second award, hope. Neighbors often told him, "Steve, stop dreaming, go earn money. Life doesn't reward kids like you." Their words were sharp, sometimes cruel, but Steve didn't answer back. He listened, absorbed, and continued his routine. His silence became strength. That silence earned him his third award, patience. He worked part-time at a mechanic shop after school, grease on his hands, sweat on his forehead, and tired arms. But every night when the world slept, Steve opened his old torn books under a flickering bulb. That daily struggle, working, studying, and fighting sleep, earned him the fourth award, consistency. Then life tested him. His school exam, the one that could open a door to a scholarship, he failed it. The town laughed. His classmates mocked him. Someone said, "Steve will never be more than a mechanic." That night, for the first time, Steve cried. But the next morning, he wiped those tears and opened his books again. That moment earned him the fifth award, comeback. As he studied again with renewed determination, something awakened inside him, the belief that he could still do it. Even if the world doubted him, he chose to believe in himself. That was the moment he won the sixth award, self-belief. Every weekend, he started teaching kids from poor families for free. He didn't have much knowledge, but he shared whatever he knew. His kindness toward others, despite his own struggles, gave him the seventh award, kindness. Months later, Steve took the exam again, and this time he topped his school, not his class, the entire school. His principal congratulated him. People who once mocked him suddenly changed their tone. That victory gave him the eighth award, achievement. With this success, Steve decided to leave his town and move to the city for better studies. He had never traveled alone before. He had never seen tall buildings. He was scared, confused, overwhelmed. But he stepped onto that bus anyway, earning his ninth award, bravery. City life was brutal. Rent was high, food was expensive, and loneliness was heavier than any weight he had ever lifted. He shared a tiny, dim hostel room with two strangers. Many nights he slept hungry because he sent most of his money back home. Those painful nights gave him the 10th award, sacrifice. But hunger wasn't his only challenge. He battled self-doubt every day. Sometimes he felt he didn't belong in the city, that he wasn't smart enough. But each time he made a mistake, he corrected it. Steadily, he improved and earned the 11th award, improvement. As months passed, Steve realized something important. Nobody was coming to save him. No mentor, no relative, no friend. He was truly alone, and standing alone without breaking earned him the 12th award, independence. After a year of struggle, Steve finally received his first small salary from a part-time internship. He held the envelope with trembling hands. It wasn't much, but to him, it was proof that he could shape his own destiny. That moment became the 13th award, reward. The best moment came when he visited home after a long time. His mother saw him, thinner but stronger, and hugged him with tears that carried pride, pain, and love. That hug gave him the 14th award, love. College got harder. Deadlines, exams, projects, it felt endless. Many nights Steve studied with fever, surviving only on tea and determination. His commitment gave him the 15th award, dedication. One chilly night, sitting on the rooftop of his hostel, staring at the glowing city lights, Steve whispered, "I will become an engineer." That bold dream, born out of nothing but belief, earned him the 16th award, vision. Soon after, he applied for a national scholarship competition. Thousands applied. Only a few got selected. Steve was one of them. That enormous achievement gave him the 17th award, excellence. During his internship at a technology company, Steve surprised everyone with ideas nobody expected from a small-town boy. His creativity shined brighter than money or background, and he received the 18th award, creativity. But life always tests true warriors. His first major project failed miserably. His supervisor told him, "Maybe this field isn't for you." For days, Steve felt broken. But then he rose again. It was his rise that gave him the 19th award, resilience. A few months later, he completed a complex engineering design all alone, without a team, without help. That victory earned him the 20th award, leadership. He battled fear after fear, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of judgment. Overcoming each fear gave him the 21st award, strength. Then came the day that changed his life forever. Steve developed a new software system that reduced company costs by nearly 50%. The company was shocked. That innovation earned him the 22nd award, innovation. Soon after, newspapers and online channels published his story. He became a symbol of persistence. Those recognitions brought him the 23rd award, recognition. The company didn't take long to see his value. Within a few years, Steve became the youngest manager in the entire firm. Walking into that office with a promotion letter in hand gave him the 24th award, success. Finally, one bright morning, Steve returned to his hometown. But this time, he wasn't the poor boy people used to mock. He drove in with his first car. As he walked through the same streets, people stood up, clapped for him, praised him. Even those who once doubted him approached him with respect. But the most emotional moment was when his mother saw him standing there, not as a boy who suffered, but as a man who conquered. And that moment, the applause, the pride, the tears, gave Steve the 25th and greatest award, pride. Steve's journey became a living proof that life does not reward the lucky. It rewards the persistent. He started with nothing, but earned everything through pure, unstoppable, unbreakable hard work.